I really like Wipeout. Do you like Wipeout? If you do, what's one of the things you like most about Wipeout? I don't know. The speed, the weapons, the look, the sound, all those things. Maybe even the multiplayer. Were you a fan of the Wipeout multiplayer? Its various incarnations. I was as well. Which is why I was a little disappointed with Quantum Rush Champions. Yes, it's unfair to mention a game within the same genre while doing a review for Quantum Rush Champions, but I don't really care about being fair right now. Quantum Rush Champions is a futuristic racer. It has this storyline with manufacturers, which I believe there are 7 races within each different 7 per the 3 manufacturers, and within those they're unlockable modes, hit the target, damage control, single race, and some others you'll see later on in the video. But it starts off like a lot of futuristic racers. You have vehicles hovering in the air, a countdown, and there it begins. On the surface, Quantum Rush Champions is fine. In my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know if this is the same developer, and I don't know what the exact history is, but I'm thinking there's some tie here between, I'm thinking of Quantum Redshift, the original Xbox, and I'm also thinking of Fatal Inertia. I'm just hugging this wall for whatever reason. This is just me, this is not the game. I'm not that bad. The levels are okay, the music is, I don't know, it's okay. Nothing amazing. Graphics aren't impressive, but they're serviceable, certainly. The lack of multiplayer is one area that really kind of bugged me. I guess I should have really known that going in. That might be on me for not doing my homework, not doing my research, but I think in 2015 to have a futuristic racing game that is strictly single player, that just, like, why? Like, well, I realize this game came out on Steam sometime in 2014, and that version probably in the multiplayer, and this one doesn't, because it's a port of a PC game on the Xbox One. But okay, no online multiplayer. We can sort of forgive that in 2015 to some degree. No local multiplayer either. That was weird. So anyway, as you complete races, you can go on and change and modify your vehicle a little bit. It helps, not when you're on fire necessarily, but there's fun to be had depending on the mode that you're playing in. But ultimately, a lot of the modes felt like, especially the one where you're looking for a particular target, I found that my target was always way behind me, and I spent too much time actually sitting waiting for the vehicle I needed to attack to get close. Now, could I have raced so well that I caught up to it? I was already ahead, so I don't know. Probably not. Quantum Rush isn't a horrible game. It's just, with no local or online multiplayer, I can't fathom how long racing against the AI will be interesting. It wasn't interesting for very long for me. The weapons are the standard fare. You have various types of missile-like projectiles, some homing, some go straight in front of you. You have shields. You have one item that actually, I think, reverses the opponent's controls, things like that. And as you keep going, you'll see deathmatch and defeat the enemy, and you want to destroy targets as fast as possible. So there's some variety in terms of the modes, but there's nothing here that really hasn't been done and hasn't been done better. Now, granted, as far as I know, there are not that many futuristic racers on the Xbox One, but even with that, I still kind of find this one hard to tell somebody to run out and get. At least if it had multiplayer, I could say, hey, we can play, or we can pretend that we play online or something. You have to be at my house, or I can play with the kids, play this game. But I don't know. Like I said, it's not a horrible game. The mechanics, like, one thing I really disliked was the UI. I was not a big fan of how the menu system work. But once you get over that, it's not that big of a deal. The game isn't. It's not like you can't get into a game because the UI isn't very good. It just seemed kind of confusing, to me at first. But I got over it. It's that darn multiplayer. So, has its moments. Just not enough of them to really recommend. See, that car that you just saw go well ahead before I started, that was the boss. That particular boss gets to get a head start on you. I did that part about 4 times and only was able to beat the boss on that last time. It's a strange game, and I don't know. If you have to have Futuristic Racer, I say go for it. If not, then wait for a really good sale or just wait for another Futuristic Racer. So, I have some other videos up, hundreds, to be honest. I did an interview with the GameSat guys at Too Many Games in, was that still June? June or July? Anyways, it was not that long ago in 2015, the summer of 2015. You can check that out. I also did a review for Nico Burrow for the PlayStation TV / Vita. It's a pretty fun match 3 game. So, yeah, feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love comments. Don't get that many, so leave one. And that's it. Check out the podcast, GameEnthus.com.